check, 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 check. That might be oh, I need to change that. Check, 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 check. Evening, guys. Welcome to HOR Season 11, Round 11. We're at the Austrian Grand Prix. I will sort my audio out, so I turn all this down. I'm joined by Adam tonight. He is here somewhere.
Hello!
Here he is. How are you, Adam?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
That should do. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks, mate. Excited for this one.
Right, Paul, let's just get it in. What's the quality poll time going to be? 1029?
I reckon that's. Do you know, that's exactly what I was thinking last night when after our race, I thought one of these are going to get a 1029 here, and it's going to be disgusting. But it's going to be a. I'm excited for this race.
Is it going to be disgusting or is it expected? Because we've both just said 1029.
It's expected. I reckon 3 of these lads could do this. Could do a 1029.
I'll tell you what, Jensen, Tom. Who else is in there?
Possibly Cameron. Cameron will be in.
No, I think Cameron could. Liam maybe. I'd even.
Clarkie's had a lot of pace last few weeks.
Yeah.
So is Fiesco and David Enshu.
If Chris strings it together, he could.
Liam's here as well, so.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a full-time car now, I believe. Yes,
maybe Charlie will.
Charlie might surprise us as well. Let me share this around quickly and then I'll jump back. What we don't want, though, because we won't see a 1029, is if it rains.
I mean, I think it would be quite good if it rained, to be fair.
I reckon some of these guys are still faster than me in the rain when I'm in the dry.
100%.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting on Thursday as well. It's a good week, good for this track. But since the last few races, a lot of these guys, I think we've got a top 6 now. I think who can all hold with each other. Chris can be there when he has his moments.
Yes.
As he showed in Monaco, and I think last week he was sitting in 7th at some point, and he was on the back of people. It was at Baku. He was sitting nicely as well, so
but then
he can be right up there. Yeah,
yes,
he just has a slight issue.
Put the wrong tyres on.
Yeah,
that was one.
Yeah, he did. He put the hards on, didn't he?
Yes. So that was one.
It's nice to see Smalley back. I think he had an issue last week. I think he ended up quite well, actually, but I think he was dropped back at some point. I will bring up the table after I've shared all this round. Yeah, he was in the end, but I swear he was down in 11th at one point.
He may have had an issue early on in the race, but safety car. Yeah, I think Clarkie was on for a podium, maybe, and something happened turn 1 after the restart.
I believe so. Let me just. There.
Right, obviously, we're expecting Cameron's dad. Right, so we have Nick in the chat, Charlie in the chat, the Vicar of Dibbler's in the chat, the Alien's in the chat, and Robert is in the chat. Good evening, everyone.
Evening, guys.
Cue Cameron's dad to say hello.
Hope everyone's well anyway. I will Adam, just flick up the table while we're waiting here. I'm gonna just share this.
You flick up the table. I don't know what to do. Yeah, there's Cameron's dad. Yes.
There it is. He's always here.
What happened in Baku? Cameron's dad. What didn't happen to me in that race? Oh, I raced on Sunday, and my old commentating partner here lost a bit of wind and gave me a puncture.
Yeah,
that was a disaster.
The less said about Canada, the better.
Yeah, you quit. Yeah, I kept meaning to ask why you did for tonight.
I ranked up over 30 seconds of penalties throughout the week, including OCL.
Hopefully, Cameron's dad, I'll have a better race on Thursday. I was looking okay on Monday until I got crashed out. Austria could be a good track for me. So maybe if you tune in, I might throw something nice out there. 90% I won't.
I enjoyed Monday until that last safety car.
Good evening, Michael. You
Mike's
lovely
here.
young man.
I believe
Stephen's in the chat. Chris Taps is in the chat. Charlie, you're not going to bin it. You're going to have a good session today. This is your session. No binning it, please. If you bin it, I mean Cameron's dad. It's not really an excuse. I kind of suck. Give you that. 100%. Everybody in the chat will tell you that as well. I've had my moment on this game. No, actually, I've not had a moment on this game.
Well, you've won Monaco 3 out of 4 seasons, I think.
No, I've won Monaco once, but obviously I did well in P0 on Sunday when we had Monaco. Yeah, you got to pick your moments. So, Cameron's dad, is Cameron going to do a 1029?
Someone is, I know.
No, somebody, 100% somebody. 100%. Jensen's obviously a front runner for that.
I've just seen that Henry's joined as well. He's another one who could hit a 1029 here. Quite easily.
Monaco was the last. Right, Austria, Charlie. Austria, get it in your head. Austria, you're going to have a good race. Tonight is your race.
Have we got? I think we've got 19 actually.
Of course, Cameron's going to do a 1029. Now, if he doesn't, Cameron's dad, you have to buy him as much Haribo as he wants for a month. I feel like Cameron will like that deal. Yeah, you might jinx him. I might have jinxed him putting you on the spot like that, to be fair.
Yeah.
My mic's a bit crackly.
That might probably be...
No, it could be. I don't see why it would
It's
be
probably
mine.
through mine. Hold on. How would that be?
Oh, we got 19. That's good.
That's probably as bad as what it was before. It does it sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah, we've got 19 and the sun's out, which is always a good thing in quali.
No, do you know what? I prefer it to, if you're going to have a mix of weather, quality to have the rain to somewhat mix up the grid.
Is that a bit loud? Let me just see. No, that'll be fine. Jensen's always out early anyway. He's on a medium compound. The thing about I don't like really wet quali is the fact that everyone's then more or less on the same strategy in the race.
Well, yeah, but also it's an even playing field with their strategy. So, in a sense, well, I'm gonna jump on with Charlie. He's gonna have a good session today, I believe.
A lot of people have come out early anyway. Mixture of soft and medium tyres.
Nick was having a good showing last week, wasn't he?
I believe he was as well, actually. Yeah.
I could be wrong. This is Nick we're talking about. The man, the myth that takes out Michael on a Monday. Poor Michael.
Right, that audio is going to... Anyway, Jensen's first sector. He's on a medium compound, so 15.8.
Oh, 15.9 from Charlie.
That's not too bad. What's Charlie on? Is he on a medium or...?
Medium. He's on a medium.
Not too bad. Although it's a corner, 2 corners. We'll check through second sector. This is where you can lose most of your time. If you go slightly wide, you can catch gravel or some grass. It's not good. A 44.2.
44.5 from Charlie.
He's only 3/10 down actually. That's not too bad.
Yeah, this is going to be his session.
Let's see if Jensen actually... He will finish this lap. This will be a 103.6. The first time, but yeah,
104.0.
So So it's only 4/10. It's not too bad. Most of the time,
there's more in his lap.
There will be. We'll check on with Chris. He had a slight wobble through turn 1, but I don't think he lost any time from it. He's on a medium as well. As Cameron's done a 103.6 there as well. He's only 400ths off Jensen. Chris that's done a 104.3 on a soft. Jensen's going to help Chris come down here as well. He's going to give him a lot of drag. He'll have to brake slightly earlier, but he looks like he's done alright going through turn 4. 3 and 4. In fact, he's got a 44 points, just under 6 as well, so he's looking to go around Charlie's time unless he can make a bit more in the last 2 corners. Med TC just done a 103.9 on a soft there. Physico's done a 104.0 on a medium, and Smalley's done a 104.1 on a medium. Chris has just done a 104.1 on a medium as well. He's gone 6th for now. I think there's a lot of time in there. Turn 1 was all...
I think there's probably a lot of time for all of them in their laps.
Tom's just done a 103.6 as well on a medium. That was his second lap on those tyres. So we'll go to Mike, see how Mike's getting on. He hasn't invalidated. ERT Henry's just done a 114 for us. That's not going to be a proper lap from him. And that lap from Kelly won't be a proper lap as well. He just moved, yeah, Henry, there you go. 103.7, Henry's just gone on a medium as well. That was his second lap. As Mike dives into the pits and try and catch the end of Sean Larry's lap. He's done a 104.5 on a medium, so he's in 11th at the moment. And Smalley's out. He has lost it at turn 1. We'll try and get on with David Enshu, see where his car is. No, it was up. Yeah, it's just there in the wall on the left. So he's out of qualifying at the moment. He's 9th. But that time, I think that time's going to be absolutely smashed with most of these by the end of this session.
Shocker.
David Enshu though, he's shown a lot of pace the last couple of races he's been here. Now a full-time driver as well. Last 2 weeks took over from Connor, but he's definitely showed top 5-6 pace here as well last couple of races. Being on a soft, I can see him easily putting this in the top 5. He's done a 44.2 through sector 2 as well, and that, I think that's on par with what Jensen and Cameron did here.
Yeah, 44.2 is what you said, because Charlie was 3/10 off on a 44.5. So 100%
His last 2 corners linked up perfectly, I think, for him. This could be a 103. Oh, he's just lost a little bit of time, actually. Maybe he did lose a little bit of time. He's done a 103.7 anyway, which isn't too bad. Some of these guys have flipped the soft on. They haven't done... It says fastest lap on the soft, but Cameron's come out on the soft anyway. Liam is still where he was. Who else? Nick's done a 104.1 there. I don't know if Chris is coming back out. Breach is a 104.3. Some of these times, a lot of these will definitely be improving on. And stick with Jantex though, he's on the mediums as well. Some of these other times come out. We'll go on with Cameron and Tom as they start their laps. Yellow flags, I think that's just people getting out the way at the end of this straight here. You see a lot of the drivers have actually changed tyres to a soft. I don't know if some of them will come out. Some of them have already.
So Cameron, Tom, Jensen.
Cameron's just started his lap.
Oh.
Then takes a 44.6 through sector 2. He's only 4/10 off of these front guys as well, so he could easily put this in the top 10 for now anyway.
So 15.8 sector 1 for Cameron.
He's done a 104.1, so he's actually done 13th for now. We'll flick on with Cameron. Cameron's up by just over half a tenth. Tom comes to the end of sector 1. It won't show me.
He's 2 tenths up now.
No, it won't.
Or 2.5 tenths.
2.5 tenths up through sector 2. He's done a 44.1. That looks very nice as well.
A 103.3.
103.3. That's pretty quick. Jensen's on an outlap. Tom has invalidated his lap, so he's not going to improve yet. Who's in front of Clarkey? Is that Fiesco? Yeah, Fiesco and Clarkey are both on laps here. In fact, I think Charlie's just backed out. Or Clarkey has even. In fact, Fiesco has just invalidated his lap there. He's just gone over the line, so he won't improve. Tom's just started. Henry's just started his lap, and in fact, Henry's not doing a lap. Tom's up as well. We'll see what Jensen's given up on his lap as well. So we'll stick with Tom. He's up by just 100.
This is bad, right? Mike is on a lap medium. Let's jump on with Mike.
Tom's getting a lot of pull round from JNTech.
4.5 from Mike, so he's looking like he didn't get off the track. And he saves it. Good job there, Michael.
I take it he's going to have to go onto... He's in the gravel, actually, bless him. But
he's in the gravel, he'll have to go back in.
He will. Let me just turn the audio of the...
Right, so...
In fact, that's even louder. Jensen. Hold on, I've done it the wrong way.
Mike was spun it again.
Yeah, Mike was in the gravel.
Yeah, and he just spun it again as he got back out.
There we go, it's turned it around
but
a bit.
I am pretty sure at this point in time, Michael is unbothered, moisturised, and happy in his lane.
I think he'll be happy wherever he starts. He doesn't like this track anyway, does he?
Where is Rage? Rage's done a 104.3.
He's in the pit at the moment, so he's not going to...
He's in the pit?
Jensen's out, and Jensen's on an invalidated lap, but he was 2.5 tenths
pulled
up.
Out of his lap.
Henry...
Nicky's back out. Let's have a look at Nicholas.
I think Henry's on another lap. He's up by 0.5 tenth through sector 1. He needs to try and find it. If he can find at least 1.5 tenths, he'll be on the front row with 7 minutes left. He'll have enough time probably to come back in as well.
Tom back out. Jensen in the pits. So Nick at 44.4. He's 1.5 tenths up on his softs.
Where is Nick? 10.5. That moves.
Oh, and he invalidates the penultimate corner.
Oh, he's on our corner.
Oof. Right, Chris is now starting another hot lap.
Henry's going wide. He's going to dive in the pit as well.
Oh, Chris invalidates turn one. Turn one is a mofo.
Chris is invalidated. We'll go on with Nick then. He's just started his lap. We'll see.
He started a second lap because he invalidated.
He's starting his second lap. He's going to get a...
Shay's Tom's out lap, so Shay's Tom's about to start a lap.
He's going round anyway, and he's lost his whole wing, so he's going to slowly go back to the pit. He should be able to get another run in. Is Pelly on a lap here? No, he's 3 seconds up. Tom has just started a lap. We'll flick on with Tom then.
Oh, he didn't invalidate there. Surprised. He's pulled out that.
Yeah, I think he has, because he shifted slightly. I think
Cameron's on a lap, so
he's slowing down. Cameron. He's slowing down to give his teammate a drag down here. I think that's what he's doing, which is will be a very good idea.
That's a fair. He'll fight in the race, but quali, nice job.
If you look at the times from Jensen, there's only 3 tenths down to 8, and Cameron's out on his own at the moment. He's 3 tenths up, so we'll see.
Jensen will come and get that lap in, though. We all know that.
Tom's out on the lap.
Oh, and Cameron invalidates.
He was actually down on his time by half a tenth.
He was. So Jensen's going to come out last minute now, I'm going to assume.
Med TC's on an out lap. He's going through sector 2 though. Physico, he's
my
on
man,
an invalidated
Mr. Rage
lap.
is out on track. He's
Mr. Rage is invalidated.
Yeah.
In fact, JNTech.
So let's see, JNTech is half a tenth up.
Yeah, he's up by half a tenth through. He's up by 2 tenths going through sector 2. This could put him in the 103s as well, so he'll be up in. He could be up into the top 8 here.
Come on, Jay. We believe.
He has gone slightly wide, but it's giving it to him, and it's set him up quite nicely for that last corner. Actually,
come on, Jay.
It's going to be a 104.0. He's still put himself 9th.
E9. So let's see. Chris Taps is not on the lap.
That's not a bad lap. With 4 minutes left, he might get a nice 11th or 12th there.
15.9 from Michael sector 1.
15.9. I think that's only about 3 tenths off. Anywhere in the 4s though. I mean, he needs to push this up to at least a 103. I think 8.
I mean, if anyone's going to do it, Michael could do it. He's had a winning on a Wednesday night before, obviously when it was OCL. Shades on 103.0.
Wow. And that was his second lap on.
Free from Michael.
That was his second lap on those softs as well.
Oh, Cameron's coming back out.
Wow. I thought we'd see a 102 here, but.
Come on, Michael.
Mike's going to be in the 103.0, I think.
103.7.
Yeah.
Lovely lap from Michael.
5th at the moment. He now just has to wait for others, but I think he'll definitely be in the top 10 with that time. I think 103.8 might just get you in there. In fact, Physico has just done a lap there, 103.6, so he's pushed him down to 6th at the moment. Med TC
back out without that.
Liam's on the lap. Liam's going to be in the 10.
To go for a diet smoke.
In fact, Liam was on an invalidated lap. He had a 103.3 there. He was going to put himself on 2nd. I think that might be his quali over. He's got a great lap what he did. You see how Cameron's getting on. Cameron's up by 3 tenths. Cameron's up by 3 tenths through sector 1. Ooh. Oh no. No, he's down by 5 thousandths. There was a misread on the old clock.
I mean, it's Cameron's dad's fault if he doesn't get a 102. That's been decided.
I think it can be done. I mean, Tom's done a 103.6 there on 2 laps, so
103.0.
103, yeah, 103.0 on 2 laps of his soft.
Sometimes the tyres are better on that next lap.
He needs to find 3 tenths here. He's found half a tenth. I don't know if he'll have 2 in the last 2 corners, but it'll definitely help him in 2nd position here. That's going to be a 103.2, yeah, so he's helped him, but he can't get within 10th and a half of Tom there. Jensen's invalidated his lap. He might have enough fuel for one more run, but I'm not sure. See how Charlie's getting on. Charlie's up by 2.5 tenths, so that could move him up to at least the top 6 here. And he's invalidated his lap just right at the end. Nick's coming through the last sector as well. Nick didn't. I think. Oh, he's invalidated as well. It's the 2nd last corner. People keep going slightly wide. It's invalidating their laps. Mr. Rage definitely needs to improve from where he is in the 104.
From Chris there.
We flick on to Chris.
This is it. This is Chris's lap.
In fact, Mr. Rage is invalidated, so we will flick on with Chris. He's up by 2 tenths already.
This is Chris's lap. Get that toe off of Med TC as well. I didn't see his first sector split. Jesus, I'm not paying that much attention, am I?
That can't be Med, because Med's retired from the second.
Okay, then it is Henry. I just assume Med TC. I'm a changer of names.
Yellow flags everywhere. In fact,
44
someone's gone
free
off
from
there.
Chris, sector 2.
I think Pelly's crashed in sector 1.
Oh,
44
Pelly
free.
is, yeah, turn 1.
Chris is definitely going to put this in the 103s here. He's invalidated as well. Come on, second last
go
corner.
again. Oh, I
He
don't think
hasn't
he's
got enough
time
time.
to go again.
So that's going to be
He
his
might let
quali
him.
done.
No, I think he's letting him.
He's got a flag by his
100%.
name on my screen.
Looks like he's still going on my screen.
We'll sit with Jensen. Jensen's 2/10 up. In fact, he's invalidated.
Oh, he might
Sean
not
Larry's
go.
just on a 103.5. He's got on third. What
Wow.
great lap from him at the moment. David Enshu's round, so he's not going to improve. Henry is up by 5.5 tenths. No, he's just slowed down. Maybe he's... Oh, yeah, in fact, he invalidated his lap as well. So Clarkey, he's also invalidated. Kristaps is the only person on the lap, and he's run out of fuel.
Pulled out. Out of fuel. There you go. Pulled out of fuel.
Slowed down.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it.
That is it.
I will flick to fast. No, everyone's done their lap on the soft compound there, it says anyway. In fact, Jensen did his lap on a medium compound, so did Henry. That's why I think Henry may have let off his lap. Jensen dived in the pit, so I think Jensen a 103.6 on a medium there. That's a brilliant lap. But apart from those kind of front three, really, the rest of them are split between absolutely nothing. I mean, what is there from Jensen in 4th? If you had a second, you can't add a second. Well, you can, but you don't need to. About half a second is all the way down to 17th here, so...
I mean, it's going to make it interesting.
So 13 drivers covered by half a second.
Wow.
It could be. It's going to be very... This is what I mean. I think this is going to be the most entertaining, or one of the most entertaining races we will have here. Especially with these guys following each other. It's not easy to overtake if you're in a train. If you're at the front, it's impossible in a way to defend unless you've got a hell of a lot of energy. But Tom has he's already got one pole this season. He got it at Monaco. He's now got another one. He did win on track there as well, so he definitely has the pace and he knows how to definitely drive at the front of races as well. So
100% he knows how to win a race.
I mean, he's no one's really near him. Cameron's the closest 10.5, but Sean Larry surprised me there. He flicked that lapping very late, but he's only still 4 tenths off.
Race pace can be different.
Yeah, race pace is huge.
I've shown that race pace over quali pace ish.
Which one's worse?
Fast pace. I mean, my quali pace is blatantly worse.
Oh, here's David.
Race pace ain't much better, but it's an improvement.
It's just slight, but maybe a couple of tenths.
If that.
If. Brilliant. Anyway, we don't even know what's going to happen in this race. We have no idea. We will just about to find out. Adam obviously wants a wet race, and it's
no. I'd prefer a wet quali, honestly. But then
it looks dry anyway.
I don't mind a race where the weather's changing. You know, dry to wet to dry.
David's a sim race. Oh dear, you guys love it. We will just wait for these guys to ready up anyway, and then we'll be with you. In fact, we didn't go through the points. You asked me to do it, I asked you to do it. We both forgot.
If you ask me to do something, I never listen.
Probably. I know you're eating.
No.
That's...
I'm unsure on where the points are. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I found it. Hold on, don't you? Wait, didn't you do them last season? Well, you were supposed to do them. Just.
I mean, I did do them. Jensen's doing them this season because that's the sort of guy Jensen is.
Doing a great job. In fact, apart from the French of either race or quali, I'm not sure which one he puts first on the feature, but he's won the last 2 races here. Won the last 2 races, in the championship. So he's on for 3 in a row. He's 132 points in front of Cameron. who managed to
I
keep...
mean, look at this, the Haas 1-2 at the moment. I like that.
Is Macho's... Tom replaces Macho. Macho's not here tonight, that's why.
Macho, man.
In fact, it's been a shame because he was here for the first half of, well, the season that we've had, 11 races. He was here for the first 5, and he's either
sort of
been
phased
busy
out.
or phased out. Yeah, he's turned up for 2 and he's retired in both.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Some of these, but you don't know how old they are. And obviously,
well, I
we know
mean,
Cameron is 12.
And stupidly fast. Anyway, Jensen is leading the championship by 130 points to Cameron. Cameron's in second by 47 over Smalley. And then it's, I'd say, a little bit tight, but 8 behind is Liam. Liam's done quite well, actually. He's only missed 2 races, or he's missed 1, retired in 1. He's done pretty well. But there's a massive gap. Back to Fisigo with 137. Macho's there with 129. Then it goes back to Pelly on 98. And Pelly hasn't been here for... No, he retired last week, so we'll see how well he can do from the back. Before we start, we'll just get everything loaded up.
Anything can happen over the next 36 laps.
As you can see, Jensen and Henry are on the mediums. Liam, everyone outside of the top 10 has decided to do the same, apart from Clarkey, who's gone Bolden on the softs. We will be with you shortly. I'm not really sure what we're waiting for here. It says on my screen. Here we go. Here we go. Don't ask me, David. Don't have a clue. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Oh, they're very long, and we're away. And it looks like Sean Larry got an okay start there in third. I think Jensen's going to go up the inside of him into turn 1. Both of the McLarens got through as well, unscathed. In fact, David Enshu's gone. Something's happened to Sean Larry there, I think, because David Enshu he shot right back to 12th. Apart from the front 2, I think everyone else kept their position. Jensen moved up, David Enshu. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. There. Something's happened to... I'm not sure who. We're on board with Henry at the moment anyway. He's sticking to the back of it. You can see everyone's right behind each other.
Well, Chris just got caught up in something that was nothing to do with him.
Chris has fallen to the back. Hopefully he
was just
damage.
coming out of turn 2, and then Chris Tapp's car was tapping him at the front because of somebody on Chris Tapp's outside, maybe. I'm not too sure. Cannot speculate.
Get rid of it now.
But, head down.
Mike's gone very wide there. JNTX is up to 8th, actually. He's had a brilliant stop. Nick's got a 3-second time penalty before the first lap finished for him.
Do you know who isn't here tonight?
Oh, our penalty...
Yes, our penalty whiz. Yes.
Penalty wizard. Yeah, where is the old chubby slug?
Although in Canada, that's definitely you, mate.
I don't think anyone's going to actually be able to pass for these first few laps. There's just half a gap going back to David Enshu here in 4. We will go to tyre just to see. I know Jensen was on a medium compound here. ERT Henry behind him is the only other one apart from Liam at the moment in the top 10. The 2 boys on the soft at the front, Tom and Cameron here, they'll want to try and get a gap away from Jensen, but it looks like he's got a lot of pace and he's almost broken DRS to David Enshu. Something big's happened down the back here though. MedTC's dropped right back. He's had an incident with possibly JNTech.
Oh no.
And I think Clarkey and Liam are both on... Oh, Clarkey couldn't turn, so he's had to go in the pit as well. And I think that was it Liam? Liam's also dived in the pit, so I think 4 cars made contact through that last corner. 2 of them had to pit. JNTX and MedTC haven't had to pit. So it's helped Chris anyway. He's right on the back of Chris Taps. He'll want to get past. He
was on the back of Chris Taps anyway. I think he'd have made the move down the
He's going to make a move up now. He's going to fly past him on the inside, in fact.
Yeah.
DRS will be activated.
Target acquired, Chris, if you're listening. Head down, keep going. You got this.
Mike's actually 7th. Mike's doing all right, actually. He's got a big gap from Charlie behind him, so at the moment he's doing very well. He's in a great position. If he can hold on to the back of these, if he can hold on to the back of these front 6, he will have a very, very good race here, I think.
I mean, Henry's got tons of ERS. David Encho's is low. Jensen, Cameron
is full, basically. So is Cameron. Tom hasn't had to use much yet, but he will have to do this lap because he's going to have to defend from these guys, especially down this next straight.
I mean, if I'm Cameron and Tom, I'd just keep swapping with each other.
Yeah, definitely help them. It'd save their ERS.
Yeah,
I
help
don't
each
know
other
if
out,
Jensen will be able to make a move here. Jensen's too far back. He might be able to make a move, but like you said, because they're both teammates, they can assist each other. They can help. They can kind of block off if they want to. So they're in a great position.
Chris is in the window of Pelly as well now. See if Chris can make the move here.
I don't know.
Keep your energy usage low, Chris. You've got the pace anyway. Let's not waste the energy early.
There's still 32 laps left
fight
of
later.
this. There's a very, very long way to go in this race. Smalley's got a 3-second gap back to Smalley. I don't know if he's caught damage somewhere. He might have slight wind damage here, but...
No, he could have just been because he was stuck behind Charlie. He's just got through Charlie, so you might see the gap coming down.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah. I think he'd catch up. Sean Larry's done well to get back to where he was after his spin. Cameron's just putting a 106.1, fastest lap at the moment. Penalties. Nick's the only one with a penalty at the moment. Jensen's very, very close to the back of Tom here. He's not going to make a move because Tom was moving out to make a move on his teammate Cameron. They've kind of both blocked him in here. Cameron might struggle. In fact, Jensen might be able to get both of these. Tom can't really go anywhere. They're going to go 3 wide. I think Cameron got okay.
Everyone, breathing.
Jensen's going to go up the inside of Cameron here. Cameron's going to have to give him room the whole way round, so Jensen will potentially get through here. Jensen had to give Cameron room there as well because he had the inside, so he's got back through. David Enchu's caught right up and with these guys. He's right on the back of these, just waiting for half a mistake here. Smalley isn't catching Mike, you know. He's lost another 2 tenths. I don't know if that's because he's battling with Charlie.
I'm going to catch up and see what Chris is doing.
David Enchu might get done here by... Oh, no, he won't. Henry... I think he's on the softs, actually.
With DRS, Chris and Pelly, Chris has got an abundance more, and we've got a spinner
Something's happened to Nick. I think Nick's going round, and in fact, something's happened to Smalley. I think Charlie's got him under DRS as well, so he's going to have to sit back behind.
Chris making another move.
This is going to be brilliant for Mike. These two keep battling.
Racing from Chris and Pelly.
Chris has DRS. I think he'll be able to do Pelly down here. He's going to go to the inside.
Yeah, job done. Good racing from them both there. Very fair.
No, he's got a hunt. He doesn't need to hunt down much of Rage. He's only a second and a half up the road, so he's definitely going to keep on the back of them. But as I was saying, Mike here, 7th. He's in a brilliant place. He is keeping up with these guys, and Charlie, and I think Smalley had slight damage, you know, because he wasn't catching Mike. Charlie's got in front of him. We'll see if he can make a move down the straight. Tom's just saving his ERS as well. Jensen's on 100%. David Enchu's the one without it at the moment. The other guys, even Henry's on 90.
Clarky, 3-second time pen.
Oh. Chris has just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well.
Oh, someone's round. Dave, no.
ERT Henry. Jensen may have been caught up in something there.
I think Jensen may have been tapped.
Maybe
I'm not so sure.
Maybe by David Enchu. It looked like David Enchu had a bad exit, and then Henry had to react to something. But these guys are so close to each other. As I found out on Monday, it's not easy following a car here, and these guys are all within 2 tenths of each other. You can't see. Half of these probably don't use the line.
When you're racing so close, your braking point is not your braking point.
Yes, it's a couple of cars back, especially when you've got ERS and DRS on as well.
Yeah, you can't think of your own braking point because of the cars so close in front. You got to think of a couple of cars in front and be like, right, well, oof.
We'll see if anyone else is close enough down that straight to make a move. I don't know if Henry's going to be close enough. David Enchu, in fact, Tom's got through on his teammate Cameron there. Jensen won't be able to capitalise. In fact, he's almost lost it. That might allow David Enchu enough. No, it won't. He's going to have to sit in behind him. Jensen almost lost it there. He did very well to.
Jensen needs to calm himself. He needs to calm himself. He normally comes good.
That's it. There's a long time left to this. I think he just wants to try and get in between these guys.
Look, they're on the better compound tyre. They're not racing away. So,
in fact, Henry's going to possibly. No, he can't make a move. Those softs seem to be holding up still at the moment.
I think Henry will make the move here.
David Enchu.
Or up the next straight. No, because David Enchu's got
DRS as well. Mike's still sitting on the back of these guys. Physical has DRS. In fact, Charlie's caught up about 6/10 in the last 2 or 3 laps onto Mike. So these guys are costing each other a bit of time. Henry can't make a move on David Enchu this time. We'll see if one of these front guys can get past down this straight.
So Clarkie's ghosted car is flying.
In fact, something's happened to Sean Larry again there. I don't know if... No, it's at turn 1. Is he out? No, he's just lost his... No, he hasn't lost his wing. I think he's had another spin, possibly. As Med TC has been done by Nick there. And Lewis has got past Rage. These two are going to go side by side into turns. I think that's 5 and 6 and 7. I need my charger.
So Rage 3-second time penalty now.
Oh, that's not going to help because Lewis is literally right on the back of him as well. I think they are both on the medium compound. They're not close enough to Smalley with DRS as well. Oh, was that a ghosted car? We have a ghosted Clarkie. In fact, that might have just put off Henry.
Now Clarkie's just disappeared back to where he should be on track, I think.
I have no idea. No, in fact, and someone...
No, he's in front of the McLaren.
Who was that? It was Physico up the inside of Henry there.
But we've still got Clarkie. I don't know what's going on with Clarkie's car.
Unless he's been
No idea.
Henry's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. In fact, we're on with him now. He's been caught up with Physico. They've had a wheel contact there, and it kind of stuck them together. Henry's trying everything he can here to get past. In fact, he's going to go a long way round through the end of Sector 2 and the start of Sector 3. Mike might capitalise this, and in fact, it says Clarkie's right on the back of these, but Clarkie is at the back. I'm not sure where Clarkie is at the moment.
No, I'm unsure.
David Enchu's got a massive... he's actually broken DRS off these guys because of those two fighting each other. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. That's in the pit.
Clarkie's
That's
left
Clarkie.
the session. Has he retired?
He's retired in the pit.
He's retired. I think he knew his car was doing some sort of skullduggery.
Oh, we've had Cameron's been taken over by Tom there. Jensen's still on the back of these guys. I think now Cameron will repass Tom. Jensen won't be close enough.
Clarkie's car coming out of Sector 1. There goes Cameron again.
They've broken DRS to David Enchu. Henry's just managed to keep in it. So is Physico and Mike. Charlie's still catching these guys up, actually. But Smalley's all over the back of him still. There's a yellow...
Oh, Chris is on the back of Rage now. He's got past Lewis.
He's got 6 seconds of time penalty, so I think he needs to try and push at least another 2. Oh, he's on the gravel. I think he'll be okay to come off. His tyres won't be very good. He might actually box here. In fact, ERT Henry, something may have happened to him. He's just been overtaken. No, a few people have boxed.
Oh, we have Liam.
We have Cameron. Cameron's boxed, and so is David Enchu. They've boxed, and they've gone on medium. So they might be on a 2-stop here. Cameron's flicked on a...
Nah, mediums go to the end.
What, from lap... Oh, yeah, from lap 12.
Yeah, mediums go. You can take the hards from lap 1.
Where are these guys going to come out here?
Oh, another time penalty for Chris. Right, so Jensen's actually got in front of Tom now. Now Cameron's out of the way. Jensen's got in front.
Jensen will have a couple of laps here, I think, to, yeah.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Jensen's going to at least lap 24. Here comes Tom. Tom's coming in. So let's see where Cameron comes out. To Tom.
Jensen stayed out as well.
Obviously, he's on the mediums.
He's on the mediums.
He's on his
sorry.
mediums.
The guys on the
Cameron's
soft
making the
have
move on Sean Larry. And this is as Tom. Is Tom on his way out? No, Tom has just pulled in. So the undercut is real. So Cameron is gonna. I think he might fly off from his teammate or not.
Sean Larry's had a big wobble, but he's just managed to keep it. In fact, Tom's going to get past as well.
Tom did get past.
Yeah, Sean Larry had a big wobble there, and it allowed him to get through. Lewis has gone off. No, Lewis has left the session. You think it's a bit early for the softs to have hit?
What, has Lewis left the session?
Lewis has left the session, yeah.
I would get quite quick.
Liam's just picked up another 3-second time penalty as well. I don't know how many that puts him on, actually. Possibly only 3. Where is Liam? Liam's at the bottom. Yeah, he's only on 3 seconds. So, at the moment, Cameron in 11th, he's stopped. I need these times to sort myself out. Jensen hasn't boxed. He's on medium. These front guys should all be on mediums now. In fact, Kristaps could get done by Cameron down here. Cameron might just be waiting for the next corner. I think both him and Tom will get Kristaps down here.
I'll go back in front.
Yeah, they're both going past. So they'll be happy.
See, so Mike's up in P3 at the moment. 13 laps on them softs.
He's on 13 lap softs. Yeah, he's on soft still. So's Sean Larry, actually. They're both on their softs. And so's Jan Ketzer. They're the only ones still on their soft compound who haven't boxed. But he's doing pretty well, actually, to hold them 13 laps. Nick's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. And Adam's left the session, apparently. In fact, Adam's disappeared completely. So I will wait for Adam to come back into it. And someone's off there. In fact, that was Henry. Henry's round. And he's had to dive in the pits there as well. He might have had wing damage, I'm not sure. But he might get a penalty for that as well. I don't know. It all looked a bit funny there. I knew he was off track. He might have just dived across the track a bit there. Chris has picked up another 3-second time penalty. That's really not helping him. But he is definitely pushing. He's now up to 6th. Henry's left the session and retired. That's in the pit lane. Yeah, it is. So he's out the session. I will try and get... In fact, Smalley's gone around up the inside of Mike there. That's not a bad move from Smalley. He's definitely pushing on those tyres now. He'll want to catch up. He'll want to try and get past Charlie, or at least those two need to try and catch Jensen. He's 5.5 seconds in front. We've got Cameron. He's leading at the pit stoppers at the moment, but he's got Lewis, and then he's got a big gap to Pelly, and then Chris again. Lewis isn't even in his car. So that's going to make it actually a lot easier for these two. They're going to pull each other along. In fact, Lewis has just been passed. I think he's there. He's just got bad signal. MedTC's just picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. I don't know. Yeah, Lewis is still there. He just had a lag issue. Mike's now doing his 15th lap on these tyres. He's only got 20 on mediums. Possibly, maybe he was waiting for a safety car, maybe an extra lap or two. But if he's got 20 laps on mediums, they're going to come out behind these guys anyway when they box. It's just when they box, probably in the next 8 to 10, probably 8, 7 or 8. I'm going to just try and get Adam back in quickly. Lewis has left the session as well. I don't even think Adam's on the line. So in fact, something's happened to. It says Lewis. It says Lewis just did the fastest lap there of 59 seconds, 0.9. That will definitely not be right. Somehow I don't see that. Tom's got past Cameron here again. These two just keep changing positions. They've caught up a second to the back of Pelly. We'll see how Pelly's getting on anyway. He's on this mediums. He's not doing too bad. He hasn't got any penalties at the moment. Other drivers around him have. I mean, Chris is on 12. Rage is only on 3. The guys below him who have boxed as well, half of them have penalties behind him. So I think he'll be all right. There's a yellow flag sector 2. In fact, is that Jay or Med? One of the two. I'm not sure which one, but I believe it could have been Jay there. He might have a slight issue. Chris just picked up another time penalty. His wing seems okay. Lewis is... No, David Entry has got the inside. Lewis I don't believe is there, so we'll try and ignore Lewis's car for now. I say that Chris just got up the inside of Charlie's on the inside of Smalley for second here. Mike's still out on his soft compound as well. Charlie's got a 3-second time penalty that he's going to try and have to... Smalley's been on his back all race for these 18 laps pretty much. After their pit stop, he's got to somehow breach a gap. Sean Larry gets past J-Entex there. Rage is up to 5th as well. He's not doing too bad. He's on his mediums. I think Mike... When's Mike going to box? He's doing another lap. His tyres must be absolutely shredded. He's on to his 19th lap on soft tyres. Tom's got past Pelly there. I didn't realise they were going to get past that quickly, actually. Pelly's picked up a 3-second time penalty. And Smalley's got back past Charlie there to take second. Jensen's still running really on his own. The gap's now 6.8 seconds. Back to Smalley 6.9. I think it will just keep going up because these two behind are just going to keep battling, which isn't going to help. Tom's just got past Chris. I was going to say isn't going to help Tom or Cameron, but Cameron's fallen slightly behind. He's got past Pelly there. He's now got to worry about Chris in between him, but Chris does have that big time penalty. Hopefully we don't see a safety car because then he will have a bit of a gap. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Is that Nick? I think he might have retired in the pits. No. I don't know what that yellow flag was for. Mike's now boxed, and Mike's finally come off of his softs, 20 laps. It's a good effort. Anyone else would have got a 5-second time penalty there as well, so it's a brilliant effort. He even slowed down going in there, but it's let Tom kind of... Now all he has to do is catch 2 seconds to Rage. I do wonder, and Cameron's got past Chris there. Chris might even look up the inside. No, he's going to fiddle in behind and wait for the next DRS. Cameron should... Oh, in fact, Chris has had a bad exit there. He had a big wobble. So that's allowed Pelly to come back within DRS, and Chris now is outside of DRS. So it all comes down to when these guys are going to box off of their medium compound. In fact, it's raining. We've got rain. Maybe this is why some of these guys have stayed out on their mediums. Maybe that's why Mike tried to push his softs as far as possible. Obviously not heavy enough for wets. And in fact, saying that, Chris has just spun his car. He's just gone round. He might have caught a bit of curb there as well, but he hasn't. He's not out. So I don't think we'll have a safety car. But I think at some point, Adam's missed all the fun. Here he is. I will send him another invite.
I'm back.
I'm not going to tell you what's happening, mate, but you wait and see. In fact, I've got no times. Jensen's got an absolute massive advantage here.
Yeah,
The last.
the delight of children unplugged my internet, so.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yes.
In fact, I can't even say it to Adams here, but it's looking very. In fact, Chris has retired in the pit lane.
Ah.
He had 15, 20 seconds of penalties. I think he had slight damage. Mike done 20 laps on his soft compound before he had to box. And a bit of contact there from Tom and Smalley. And Cameron's going to try.
It has come to a bit of rain.
Who's that? Is that Charlie? Charlie's going round. Charlie was in second battling with Smalley. Yeah, the rain's literally just come. Someone's just boxed.
Jensen's in the box.
Jensen's boxed. So Smalley. Tom stayed out on his medium compound. He might try and ride this weather. I don't know if it's going to get worse. It looks vile out there. It looks like it's... Jensen put on inters or did he put on softs? He's put inters on. So yeah, of course he's put inters on. I mean, these two at the moment, are they going to gain any advantage staying out? Pelly's up to third. Jensen's come out in fifth. He's miles in front if those two stop now. I mean, he's only, 8 seconds behind him. In fact, Pelly's going round. He's in the wall there. I think he'll be all right.
Ooh.
He's lost it under traction. That's a shame because he was up to fourth. If he'd just boxed, he only would have lost
Well,
a few
the Haas
places.
is a double stacking no matter what.
Yes, they will.
So one of them's losing out.
Unless Cameron wants to take another lap, but one of these should have boxed last lap, I would have thought.
Yeah,
they're losing
100%.
so much time. David Enchu, I mean, they gained a little bit of time on David Enchu, but he's just lost 4 seconds to Jensen. Yellow flag, sector 3. I can't see it. Jensen's going around the outside of David Enchu there. They're going to box. Who hasn't boxed? They've both boxed.
Race over.
Is one of them. Tom's just got a 5-second penalty, which is not going to help Cameron. In fact, he won't serve it, will he? No, he won't serve it.
Serve it now. But Cameron's race is over.
Yeah. One of them should have gone the lap before.
Yeah. Unless there's a safety car now. That's the only thing you can...
David Enchu's coming out. Is he even going to get out in front of Cameron? No, he's not. In fact, Cameron didn't lose as many places as I thought. In fact, is he going to come out behind Charlie? No. He's going to come out in front of Charlie. P6 is okay. David Enchu's right behind.
Smalley, look at Smalley, up 14.
Smalley, yeah, he was flying before, and he's got inters on now. Mike didn't box until lap 20. He boxed, put the inters on, put the mediums on. Sorry, Adam. And then it started to rain. Yeah, which sucks for him. But Physico out of nowhere.
Mike was trying to hang those softs out until the rain.
Yes, probably. I believe so. Yes, he was. He couldn't have taken him another lap though. He was struggling. You could tell he was struggling. Physico's found himself in fifth. He always finds himself moving up here. He's only got 3 seconds. The 2 cars in front have 6 and 5 of penalties. So all he's got to do is find a little bit.
Rage up in P4 again.
Rage is up in P4. He might have that 6-second time penalty, but he's not. If he can kind of bridge that gap to David Enchu, I think he'll be okay here. He's got 4 seconds back off Cameron, who's a second behind him, so he might be all right. There's only 12 laps left of this. Jensen's miles in front. He's played this very, very well. Took his mediums to the rain. He had a big gap on Smalley, but Smalley was battling literally 20 laps with Clarkey. And then with
Charlie. Come on, Charlie. I want Charlie to have a decent result, man.
Charlie was battling with Smalley. He would have potentially been second and third right now on the inters because he pulled the in, but he had a spin on his medium compound.
Oh.
I mean,
Lewis P9.
Lewis is 9th. Yeah, Mike's now 10th. He's boxed twice, 1 lap after the other, so he's done well to be 10th.
He has no Mike's.
If he's just boxed twice, that's about, 40 odd seconds. So
yeah.
It's not too bad for where he is.
Jensen's running away with it, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's flying off Smalley. There's no chance of him catching him. He's taking another set.
It's going to make
you sick, innit? In fact, while we have a slight gap, in fact, Cameron might make a move on Physico in this next part of the track. He has to try and get past him and Mr. Rage, which is not easy. Mr. Rage has shown that he's quite capable of driving with these guys. In fact, Cameron's going to make a move on Physico on the inside here. Physico's been leading the room on the outside. They're going to stay probably side by side all the way down. Physico looked like he had a little bit better traction, but he's just fallen in behind. He's probably thought it's a little bit easier if he just sits in.
Good racing in these conditions, side by side. Good racing.
Yeah, it's very good. Cameron now needs to try and get past Mr. Rage. He's already lost.
I mean, it's damage limitations for Cameron after double boxing. I mean, we're blaming Cameron's dad for that. Cameron's dad should have, he's race engineer, he should have said box a lap earlier. Tut, Cameron's dad.
Charlie and David Enshu are going side by side here through the third sector. In fact, this will continue.
Charlie's got him.
Charlie's got him as well. I think he's on a bit of a run. David Enshu's gone wide. In fact, he picked up a penalty and so did someone else at exactly the same time. It might have been Rage, actually. It was Rage. He's moved to 9 seconds of penalties.
Let's have a look at it. I can do the penalties. So Rage, 9 seconds. Tom, 5 seconds. Cameron, none. So Cameron's in the window. Always near enough in the window to take P3.
I think he'll get past Mr. Rage here. I mean, he might make a move. He made a late move on Physico here, and he's doing the same to Mr. Rage. Mr. Rage has got better traction coming out of there, so he's going to have to wait until the next turn. He's defending that so well. Very, very hard to defend in the rain. In fact, Cameron's going to try and go around the outside here, but I don't think he'll have a chance.
He's going to try to cut back in.
He will cut back inside. In fact, he will get the run as well up the inside.
Little wobble, but he got it.
Mr. Rage might keep him side by side. He is going to keep him side by side. In fact, this will continue all the way down through Sector 3.
All fair.
Mr. Rage just backed out that. He knew that he just got done there. He almost had a tyre in there, but he had to back out. But Cameron's only lost a second and a half, I'd say, to his teammate there, because he had to wait probably 5 seconds.
He had to wait long enough because of the double stackage it cost him, but he's back.
Smalley's lost another second off of Jensen, but he's in a great... I mean, he's not in a bad place here, Smalley. He's up by, I think you said, what, 14 positions?
Yeah, up 14.
Yeah,
Rage
he's up 14.
13.
Rage is up 13 as well. He just needs to worry about the penalty. I think he'll be okay back to Charlie. Charlie's on a penalty himself. He needs to try and get a 6-second gap back to Charlie if he can. But he's only got, there's only 9 laps left of this. No one should box unless it becomes dry again. That would make things a little bit interesting, but the gap.
I mean, so Nick is a back marker, so Cameron's got to get past the back marker.
2 secs, guys. I'll leave you in the hands of Adam.
Right, at the moment, Cameron's not getting into the window of his teammate.
Adam?
Yes?
Is that drying up? You look on Tom's screen. It looks like it's slightly drying up here.
It could be. I mean, the rain's still falling, but it could be drying up.
Maybe we might get a little... There's still 9 laps left of this.
I mean, there's still a bit of spray coming out of the back.
Yeah, there is. There's quite a lot of spray. Jensen's burning his ERS down that straight as well. He's got 50%, so is everyone behind him. Tom will need to make a move on Smalley within the next lap at least, I think, if he wants to try and get rid of his 5-second buffer on that penalty. Smalley's got more ERS than him. I don't think he'll be able to make a move anyway. Might end the next one. No one's really close enough. Physico in this battle here for second at the moment. In fact, Tom almost lost that. He'll have to be a bit careful. Yeah, it is, David. He does usually have good races. He just got caught up at the start of this. Quali didn't go exactly the plan, but no, he's definitely got pace. Every time he races, he's usually top 3. He just has half an issue, but Physico doesn't seem to be able to get past or close to Rage.
I'm just wondering if Charlie's going to catch on the back. I'd love to see Charlie grab
Charlie's
a P5 here.
He's made up 7 tenths. There's a yellow flag, sector 3. In fact, that is Sean Larry.
Sean Larry has retired.
Is that in the pit lane? Yes,
he's in the pit lane, yeah. Come on, Cameron. 5 more tenths and you get your teammate back. 5 more tenths. Keep it up,
I think
Charlie.
he'll make it.
Keep going.
The thing is, Smalley is slowing Tom down. Because obviously Tom has to brake
which
earlier.
Works for Cameron. There's nothing against Tom. I've been an adamant supporter of Cameron.
Oh, Smalley had a
this season.
Bad exit, but I think they both had pretty bad exits.
And plus, Cameron's dad scares me, so I have to support Cameron.
His dad scares you.
No, you see, do you know what?
There's a yellow
Cameron
flag.
is so young, and
in fact, that's a
McLaren.
Liam. No, Liam's okay.
McLaren?
No, that's
so McLaren. It was a David Encho, I believe, maybe.
I was in the wrong.
No, I mean, look, come on, Cameron's 12 years old. He's competing with some of these, and I respect it. And his dad is here on stream watching every week, having a crack with us. So I want Cameron to do well.
It's almost stopped raining in sector 3 on Cameron's screen. In fact,
yeah,
I don't
it looks
think
like it's drying up. But 6 laps left. Oh, someone's off. That is Nick.
That is Nick. Are we
Sean Larry's left the session. Unlucky Sean Larry.
No, he's got back going. Great picture. In fact, he does have a wing. He's got a 3-second time penalty for that as well. Another 4 tenths gained. Yeah, he's gaining time. He's definitely gaining on Tom, and in fact, he's within that 5-second window now. Anyway, all he's got to do is kind of keep with it. In fact, the rain has now completely stopped in sector 1. I don't know if... I mean, they've got 5 laps. Can they do 5 laps on... There is water still. You can still see slight water on the track, but... Maybe... You can still see a little bit of water on the screen anyway, but... I think we may see another dry tyre here towards the end. Jensen does have a big buffer if he wanted to. I know it's about 20-odd seconds, but... depending on how quickly this dries up. DRS, it probably won't, Rob, but at least DRS might be activated for a lap or 2 at the end.
How comes I'm not seeing any comments coming up on stream?
I'm not sure. Maybe, I don't know. They were earlier for you.
Yes, they were earlier.
David agrees with Rob. In fact, Tom's just gone up the inside with Smalley there. Looked like a little bit of a late dive. Smalley was already turning when Tom clipped him. That's helped Cameron. He's now only 3.5 seconds behind. Tom's got to try and push on. MedTC's got past Mike. Where's Mike? He's got a boxed. Mike's boxed. Mike's put the soft compound on. So we'll see. You have to reset your YouTube, Adam, friend. No,
I have, yeah, I've just done it. I can now see them. I can see Cameron's dad's laughing faces. Cheers, Adam, yes. We're back, and we've got the Chiefmeister in the chat.
Mike's gone on to softs, Adam.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I do not know.
It does look a bit early.
It looks very... But, well, this
Tom,
is Michael.
Tom's picked up a 3-second time penalty, so that is him.
That's it.
I think that would be him done. There's no way he's breaking another... He's got to break 4 seconds off Cameron in 3 laps. DRS is enabled. It might be dry enough for the soft if DRS comes in. Mike could... He's going to have to... Yeah, it's like maybe 1 lap too early, but we'll see if he gains any time on Pelly in this last sector. In fact...
I mean, are these not going to dive in? Because, again, Cameron's getting held up.
Someone's
Tom's
dived in. Lewis.
A 5-second penalty.
Lewis has just dived in. I guess if Tom had, the problem is if Tom goes in, he's going to lose a lot more than just a 2.
If Tom goes in, Cameron's got to stay out for another lap, whether he likes it or not. Although over the lap he may lose too much time. I don't know what he's to do.
Pelly's
Tom's going to be held for 5 seconds.
Mike's flown past Med there. I don't know if Med's boxed. Med has boxed. In fact, I think Med might have gone round. Pelly's lost his wing as well and got 5-second penalty. Mike's not got a penalty, but he is 30 seconds
Tom's
behind.
in. Cameron's got to stay out. Cameron, be smart. Stay out. One more lap.
Smalley's boxed as well. Jensen's carried on going. He thinks he can do another 2 laps.
This works.
Cameron's gone through. Cameron might finish this on the inters. He might try and push on. I mean...
He might. I mean, it still doesn't look dry.
It doesn't.
I mean, let's all be honest. If Jensen don't box, nobody else needs to. Do we not think? Because obviously Jensen ain't stupid.
There's still little bits of rain going down the screen. That's not on track. But Charlie's now up into 4th. Mr. Rage is moving up into 3rd. These guys with penalty, it hasn't helped Tom because he's now dropped off the back of Smalley, who's made a massive move up David Enchu, but he could break a lot. The inters. The inters are a lot slow. You can just see the way Smalley pulled away there.
I think he's going to have to box. No, Cameron, you're going to have to box.
2 laps. Is Cameron going to have to box? I think Jensen will be okay. He's got that massive gap. In fact, Jensen's boxed. Jensen's boxed. We'll see if Cameron's moved over to the right.
Cameron's got
he's going to box
he has
as well.
to, yeah.
Yeah, I know he does. Mr. Rage, we'll see if he's moved over as well. They've got so much grip, it's unbelievable. Charlie's going to box as well. Smalley, this could very much help him. He's going to get past. Cameron's miles behind from these guys now. I don't know if he's going to actually...
He should just come out in 4th.
Physico, is Physico going to... No, he's out way before that.
No, he's back out in 4th.
Which isn't too bad, that's okay.
He's in the penalty window, that is the main thing, he's in the penalty window.
He's within that 3-second time penalty of Tom. He just needs to try and keep it there, but I think everyone now would have gone back onto their soft compound. Smalley's had a brilliant drive again.
And Cameron's got the ERS advantage as well.
Only a 10%, but... with 1 lap left, I think he'll be close enough here. There's a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Someone's off. That could be Nick or Pelly.
That's going to be Nick. Pelly.
Next round.
Nick, yes. Got my guess right. You see, this is what I like about racing, the changing of the weather. So it's gone from dry to wet to dry. And it's completely screwed everything up.
Yeah.
Not for Jensen, obviously.
That's he's just dominated again.
he has. He got the strat call right. Where's Mike? Mike up to P10. Come on, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's still sat in P10. He had the box, didn't he, twice in a row. I think he'll get Lewis. These two don't have a time penalty, but I don't think they'll... I mean, they might get into the window of David Enchu here. He's got a 6-second time penalty, and Lewis is only 6.3 behind. But as we go on to the last lap, we'll see if Cameron's definitely getting Tom here. I mean, he's got 2 sectors. He's just taken 3/10 out of him. I think Tom had a slight issue there, but...
Man, Cameron is flying.
Yeah, he's up by another half-10. He's used all his ERS, which is good.
Maybe he wants that fastest lap point. He gets a point for no penalties as well.
There you go. That'll get what? Won't do much, but Jensen's going to win anyway. Smalley will bring this home in second. Tom will be third.
It didn't come up for me. Oh, is Jensen on the last lap now? What? I'm confused.
Jensen's already finished.
I didn't see the woohoo thing.
Oh, neither did I.
Yeah, that's what confused me.
So yeah, Cameron took third anyway. Tom's taken 4th. Physico moved up to 5th there. Rage did very well again. He's got 7th, I think.
6th, he's got 6th at the moment.
Yeah, he has got 6th. In fact, he's moved above. He moved above David Encho there. David Encho 7th. Charlie was 8th. Mike got in front of Lewis there in the end, into 9th. Lewis was 10th, MedTC 11th. Liam
Do you
will
know
bring
what?
it
To
home
be
in
fair,
12th.
I'm agreeing with the chat there. Smalley for driver of the day from the Comes box.
Yeah,
I think you'll get it from the game as well, but I think this would be a thoroughly deserved
it's an
double driver of the
exception.
day.
Yeah,
Charlie,
the way he
you
drove.
was having a cracker, mate. Don't be annoyed. You
Yeah, he
did
was
well.
on for a podium. He was literally neck and neck
Yeah.
with Smalley for 20 laps, and then he spun. And if he hadn't have spun, he would have boxed in behind him, and he would have
Yeah.
literally been third.
Yeah, 100%. He was
Cameron,
on for it. Yeah, Charlie, you still did well. You still did well.
Pelly's fed up.
Right, let's see. Let's get these guys in.
So there's the end result. Jensen wins. Smalley was second. Cameron was third. Tom with his penalty moved down to fourth. Physico did very well in the end. He was fifth. Mr. Rage sixth. David Enchu seventh. Charlie finished eighth. Mike did very well when he had to box twice in a row. He finished ninth. Lewis was 10th. MedTC 11th. Liam was 12th. Kristaps 13th. JNTX 14th.
100% don't believe that fastest lap time.
No, that's why you didn't see it, because I said in the stream when it come up, I think something happened.
Fair enough.
Pelly was 15th. These guys do get classified. Nick got classified as well in 16th, even though he...
How many times did Nick get lapped? I mean,
four. Well, it said he was 4 laps down, so... It doesn't say DNF, so he got points, doesn't he, for 16th, so...
Good job, Nick.
Fastest lap would actually be... Cameron did a 1.5... No, Tom did a 1.53. A 1.53 in the race, nice. I think Smalley's joined us. Just wait for Cameron and Jensen. Yeah, Mike, one more lap on those softs. I don't think you'd have any tyres left. 20 odd laps on softs.
Oh dear. Have we had anyone join the party? I mean, it's not like Jensen not to join straight away.
I think Smalley's joined.
Oh, Smalley's joined? Probably help if I was just looking at the screen and not my phone.
I can't hear anyone anyway. Usually Cameron and Jensen.
No, Smalley has joined. No, there comes Jensen.
There's Jensen.
There's Jensen. You know what? Cameron might join. I'll give Cameron a chance to join, because obviously he's a young lad and he's going to have to go to bed and get ready for school. And his dad owes him a lot of Haribo. I mean, Paul, you can start with the interviews if you want. I don't know if Cameron is joining. I don't know. No idea. Is anybody out there?
Thank you, David. What, me?
No, anybody.
I can't hear anyone. I can't even hear Jensen.
No, Jensen's here.
There's Cameron.
There's Cameron.
Hello.
You can interview Cameron this week, Paul. I'll give you the honour.
Thanks, mate. Well done on a podium anyway, Cameron. I reckon your first stint, you and Tom looked like you were doing very well on your softs. You were literally pulling each other along. We didn't know the rain was coming. Did you think the rain was going to come as heavy as it did, or did you think you were just going to do the one stop from the medium to the soft?
I didn't know there was going to be rain at all. I really quickly looked at the forecast in Quali, and it showed sun. Usually when it rains, it comes up with like a little symbol of like clouds and water, but it didn't. So I suspected it would be dry the whole time. And then like 7 laps in, it said, "Oh, rain in like 10 to 15 minutes," and then I kind of knew Jensen was probably going to win it, because he qualified on the mediums, so I kind of knew it was just trying to fight from there to like get P2 or something.
I guess if you had known the rain was coming, you might have even gone back onto a soft compound rather than gone onto that medium. It didn't help that you boxed you had to pit behind your teammate as well. It cost you a bit of time. And I think it cost you a place as well, I believe. You got stuck behind, I think, Pelly for a little while as well. But you did very well to come back through in the end. Did you think you were going to get a podium, though, after being trapped after the rain?
I didn't really know, to be honest. I didn't know, like, because I was behind a few others. I was just relying on the track map to, like, figure out how far behind I was to the others. But then when I seen, like, Tom picked up the 3 second, and yeah, when I seen Tom had picked up the 3 second, I knew that if I could just get through the field, that I could get 3rd place.
Yeah, I think it helped that he was battling with Smalley quite hard as well the last 3 laps. It definitely allowed you to get back. I mean, you took a 1.5 seconds out of, I think, turn 2 at one stage when he made his move to get past him. So it was a very good drive from you in the end.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, bud.
Your dad owes you Haribo, Cameron. He said you get a 102.9 in quali, so he owes you some Haribo.
But I didn't do a 2.9.
No, exactly, but your dad said you would.
Oh.
And because you didn't, he now owes you Haribo because he called it, okay? It's on stream, so remind him.
Okay, I'll get him to get some as well.
There you go, good lad.
Brilliant. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, I think we need to speak to, I mean, we might as well say it now, Smalley, driver of the day from the game. Driver of the day from us. How was the race for you after a disastrous quali?
Well, I didn't realise it was going to rain, so I was obviously just going to do the alt strat, and then when it rained, I was like, oh, I can get, if all the soft runners pit, I can maybe stay ahead of them when it rains, and then that's what happens. It was the perfect time to pit for Inters, and yeah, I had some decent pace. It wasn't very strong, but stayed behind Charlie for a while on the first stint until he spun, and then, yeah, just hold up Tom as much as possible, and because I knew he had the penalty that he had to do when he go into the pits, and yeah, I knew Jensen was a bit too out of a reach for me, but I'm happy with second from where I started.
You can't grumble with a P2. Where did you start? You started in
P16, I think.
P16. So P16, finished P2. It's a fantastic result. And back on the podium again, and double points, driver of the day, gaming us. No penalties, I don't think. You didn't have penalties, did you?
No, I didn't.
And I'm pretty sure Jensen does a point for no penalties. Obviously, we don't know who got fastest lap because apparently Lewis did a 59-second one or 49-second lap.
Just have to look through it now.
Yeah,
it was a 105.3 by
Tom.
Tom, yes.
Did you get the full results screen?
It's on the stream, yeah.
Lovely.
He says. Yeah, no. So well done, Smalley. Hopefully next week you'll have a better quali session. And
it made for great racing,
to Jensen. It did. It was a good race. There was battles all round, as there is every week now. Jensen again is just, I don't know. He just gets lucky with making the right strat calls. God. Some point he's got to get one wrong and he's got to pull a Matthew Walker. But no, congratulations to you, Smalley. Hopefully next week you'll have a better quali and we'll see you back on the podium again.
Yeah, hopefully on the top step next time.
Hopefully, yes, that would be nice as long as it's not Jensen. I don't care.
Still waiting for my first win of the season, but
I think you'll get one. I mean, I'm not being funny. Jensen does look strong this season, but it only takes a little bit of luck. And
we've had 4 different winners, so.
Yeah.
In fact, we had 4 different winners in the first 4 races, so the rest just Jensen.
Well, it's just got to be in the right position at the right time when Jensen makes a mistake, and then you might have a chance of winning.
If we're continuing to race in Russia, then maybe.
Jensen, do you make mistakes? Is this a rumour or is this fact?
I try not to.
I mean, I was going to say, I think we rarely see you make mistakes.
I think he made a mistake in quali today.
Or was that part of El Plan?
Oh no, you had medium lap, didn't he? It was a very good lap.
But then
Just
he
asking
invalidated
questions
his
or
softs.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I got the medium lap in. Which is, to be honest, I was only thinking of using the mediums for the Delta because I thought it was going to be a full dry race. I thought it would just go to cloud to then back to sunny, but for some reason the rain just sneaked in the race, even though it wasn't on the forecast. So I'm kind of lucky that I didn't improve my time. But
because you would have gone on soft. Yeah.
I did. I went out on the softs again. Saw Cameron set a lap, invalidated it, which I think it would have been a 3.2 on that soft run, and then the final run I just screwed up myself. I waited until I saw Tom did a lap, so I thought, okay, I'm just gonna put in a lap. So I don't know to make sure that I'm not the only one clocking up or not the only one. Yeah. But in the end, yeah, of course the race happened and stayed with the guys on the mediums, and of course the rain came, which gave me one mess stop. I still in the race, so yeah.
I mean, your pace on the mediums, Jensen,
Savage.
to stay with Tom and Cameron on the softs it's disgusting. But then we say it time and time again in these podium interviews every week. It's testament to the practice you put in and how far you come as a driver. So fair play to you. Can't knock you. Was there any point in that race that you thought you couldn't win it, being on the alternate strat?
To be honest, I thought the rain wasn't going to come. Like, Jeff kept on saying the rain's going to come, and 15 minutes later, it was 10 minutes of the clouds coming over. I thought the rain would not come at all. I thought it would just be cloudy until the end of the race. And I saw the gap was 8 seconds, 9 seconds or so. He caught up to the other guys. I knew the other guys would probably be able to hold him back a little bit. But, yeah. Got lucky, of course. I think if I went onto the softs, I definitely, if it was still dry all the way to the end of the race, maybe he would have been close, but I think it probably would have had it.
Yeah, you'd definitely have to overtake someone if it stayed dry. Because I think you come out 6th, didn't you, after you boxed? I know it was wet then, but you probably would have come out around 6th anyway. But as soon as that rain came,
it was another good. I like the rain. I like the rain coming in the race. I think it just adds an element to the race to see what the guy. I mean, at one point, Jensen, we thought you was going to stay in the inters till the end. You and Cameron.
Yeah, with 2 laps left.
I saw Smalley was catching up quite rapidly, and I had a 16 or 15 second gap ahead of Cameron, so if I went to the softs I would have been able to easily overtake him again anyways, because he would have been just ailing, but he pitted as well. So I think, yeah, if I stayed out in the inters I would have probably been swept up maybe.
Well, yeah, I caught you up by 4 seconds on my outlap.
It was 4, yeah.
So yeah, I've made the right choice, of course.
Obviously, you make a Jensen choice, not a Matthew Walker choice. We'll call it.
Brilliant.
You know, that is a fair statement. But no, congrats on the win, Jensen.
Thank you very much.
We might as well say congrats on the championship.
What happens to the season now?
Man, steaming away. What do we have next week? Is it sprint feature next week?
Sprint race at
Britain.
Britain,
yes.
Britain next week.
Yes. So we have and we have that P0 Sunday as well, don't we?
Yeah, we have that Britain as well.
Yes.
So that'll be the whole week
with the
for
channel,
us.
We have tomorrow. We have realistic.
That'll be Austria though.
And then from Sunday we have P0 Britain sprint feature, and then obviously OT on Monday, back to HOR Wednesday, and then realistic on Thursday. So hopefully everybody tunes in.
Lots of Britain.
Love a bit of Britain.
Yeah. It will definitely rain in one of those, so you'll be happy.
Oh, I love a bit of rain.
Right, guys, I think I'll wrap it up, but thanks for watching, and...
Who got driver of the day from the commentary?
Smalley got on both.
Yeah.
Thoroughly deserved.
Had to be an exception this week.
Yeah, try not to, but no, Smalley done a superb job.
He did.
Should have been me.
Nah, never you, Jensen. You don't deserve it. You get normally pole point, fastest lap point, no penalty point.
Brilliant.
The race win, second and third. You don't deserve it.
He gets all three just to his podium. No wonder he's got so many points. Oh, dear. Right, guys, I will see you next week. And in fact, I'll be racing tomorrow with Adam and Jensen, and Chris will be here to do comms. So we'll see you then at 7:30.
Good evening.
Is it 7:30 or is it 8 o'clock? Now it's 1
7:30. 7:30.
We'll see you at 7:30 for one shot quali then.